Hello, friends. Each of us loves the sea, the waves, the sun, but not everyone knows what the depths of the oceans hide. As the sun began to set on the calm waters of the ocean, the crew of the Nightingale prepared for another night at sea. The ship had been making its way through the waters for weeks now, and while everything had been going smoothly, there was an eerie feeling that had started to set in. The captain, a seasoned sailor named Captain Johnson, had noticed that the crew seemed to be on edge. They had been hearing strange noises at night, and some of them had even claimed to have seen shadows moving around the ship when they were on night watch. Despite the unease, the captain brushed it off as nothing more than jitters from being at sea for so long. But as the night wore on, things began to take a darker turn. One of the crew members, a young woman named Maria, had been tasked with patrolling the lower decks. As she made her way through the dimly lit corridors, she felt a sudden chill run down her spine. She turned around, expecting to see one of her crewmates, but instead she found herself face to face with a terrifying figure. It was a ghostly apparition of a woman with long tangled hair and a tattered dress. Maria screamed and ran back to the deck, where she told the captain what had happened, but the horror was far from over. As the night wore on, more and more crew members began to see the ghostly figure. Some reported hearing her whispering in their ears, while others claimed that she had touched them with her icy fingers. The captain and his crew tried to make sense of what was happening. But the more they investigated, the more they realized that they were dealing with something beyond their understanding. The ship seemed to be haunted by a vengeful spirit, and there was nothing they could do to stop it. In the end, the crew of the Nightingale were forced to abandon ship. They left behind all their possessions and fled in terror, knowing that they were lucky to escape with their lives. Years later, the wreckage of the Nightingale was found floating in the ocean. No one knows what really happened to the ship, but some say that it still sails the seas, haunted by the ghostly figure of the woman in the tattered dress. The sea is a great place to spend time, but it should be remembered that we are uninvited guests for the local environment of the ocean.